Hey there folks, this is Random Game Channel and I kind of wanted to do a video just kind of documenting how I kind of got started with recording stuff and making thumbnails and whatnot for YouTube, for my channel, just to give back to the community and to also help out other people that might be struggling, trying to teach themselves how to uh, do YouTubing things, right? Okay, so first things first, you need something to record the thing that you want to record on your computer. The most popular one that people use is Open Broadcast System, or for short, it's called OBS. So go ahead, download that. I haven't updated my particular version in a long time because I like the way it works. I don't like updating stuff if I don't need to, because updates usually break something. Also, um, just FYI, if you're on a Windows and it does like a Windows update for the operating system or OS, chances are that your sound filters and maybe some other settings might get reset automatically. So let's double check that if you are running into a weird issue when you're recording. Okay, so first things first, let's check out the files, go to settings. Hopefully you can still see this. You can see a little preview window here of what you're recording. But the thing we want to check out is, first of all, I don't stream. I don't have the capacity to do that. It's limited internet data plan, so I won't talk about this. I will talk about the recording. So go to output, go to recording. You need to specify where you want to save your video that you're trying to make. So, click browse, it'll take you to a directory. You just choose where you want to put it. For me, I'm putting it on my external hard drive. So this one, I don't know why I can't click on it now, but why can't I click on it? Well, I don't know. I think it's because I'm currently recording and I can't change this. I think that's why. So what you need to do, select the drop-down menu, whatever format you want. But the most popular one that works kind of like universally across all these different like uploading sites like YouTube, Twitch, whatever, use MP4, the most reliable. Okay, this stuff you can choose the things are there by default, should be fine. The audio track, this one is specifying how many different sources of audio do you want to like have playing in the video you're making. So I have all 6 turned on. If you only want like 1 or 2, that's fine. One of them can be for like your game audio. The second one can be used for your mic, your microphone. Make sure you choose the scale output so whatever matches your monitor. Okay. I think audio can leave it by itself. Before I forget, I just wanted to mention that if you go back to your file and settings in general, I think it was output actually. Recording, I forgot to mention encoder settings, specifically the bit rate and the max bit rate. Okay, so With the max bit rate, I think for like most videos, from what I understood about my research online, it's 60 kilobits per second, but more commonly referred to when you do the calculations, it's going to be 60 megabytes per second. And then, so you're setting the max ceiling for this, right? Then for the actual bitrate for the video that you want to record, this varies. For me, 40 megabits per second is pretty high quality for what I need to do. But also, this also depends on how high quality video you want to produce. So the higher the number, the higher quality the video is going to be, at least from what I understand about how bit rates work. And the lower the bit rate, the lower the quality will be for the video that you will produce. Now, another thing about bitrate, from what I understand, I could be wrong, is that the higher the value you choose for your bitrate, the larger the size of your video is going to be. So if you're kind of concerned about storage space in your hard drive, you might want to consider going with a lower bitrate here. Of course, this is all going to depend on your system, your storage space, how high quality you want to get for your videos. You'll need to experiment a little bit to find the balance that best works for you. So another thing about bitrate, I record at 40 megabits per second, but then I need to like lower the quality a little bit further when I'm actually using something like DaVinci Resolve or like any other kind of like video editing program, because the size of the video, like I mentioned, is going to be super long. Depending on, for example, a game, depending on also what kind of game it is, it's going to like create a larger file size compared to other kinds of games. Let's take Starship Troopers Extermination. Right, I play a lot of that. That's my primary content for the channel. 2 hours worth of video, 2 to 3 hours worth of video recording is going to equal to about, with these settings here that I chose for the bitrate, usually equals to about 60 to 70 gigabytes per video. That's too high of a file size for me, so I need to, when I'm doing my video editing, I need to shrink it down a little bit further. So I initially want to capture it in a high quality so that when I work and edit it down further, the quality isn't going to be like complete garbage by the time I'm done with it. So that's just something for you to experiment on, and hopefully you find the balance that works for you. But that's bitrate in a nutshell. Hopefully that makes sense. Um, this stuff, you will need to go to your audio though. Make sure you go to global audio devices. Make sure that's specified to your headset, your mic that you want to speak out of or speak into so people can hear you. The video, just double check that you have this matching your computer monitor. Hotkeys, let's see. For me, I like using hotkeys to start and stop a recording. So for start recording, I put the equal sign. Stop recording, I do the dash sign. To pause, that's another thing I've been meaning to do. You can do pretty much whatever you like. On my keyboard, it'll just be right below, so pause will be right bracket, unpause will be left bracket, for example. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about is the sound channels, or like the audio tracks. So we kind of talked about it earlier, but in order to figure out like what you want to turn on and off, you just go to the three dot icon for one of these things here in your audio mixer section. Go to advanced audio properties. And remember that thing where I talked about like the audio tracks, 1 to 6? This is what it kind of looks like when you have a bunch of stuff that you already had set up. So I got one for desktop audio, one for my mic, and one for like my game audio. So you can set it up where like that game audio, or like not game audio, but that any desktop sound is going to be on track 1. Your mic is going to be on, for example, track 2. And if you want to have them in the same channel, then you can set them together like in this column. So like it'll be audio track 3. And then if you want to just have like, the game specific audio by itself, you could set it to a different track here, like what I did here. And all this stuff will come into play in a later video that I'll show you. So yeah, that's audio tracks. So I just had the game playing in the background, and it can get a little finicky sometimes because sometimes it'll work where you just right click on the source that you want to add the game recording to, go to properties, you go to mode, specific window, then window. Sometimes it doesn't always pop up here. So what you need to do is launch your game, boot it up, right? Go through the same process, or you can just left click this, go specific window, and it's not showing up here anymore. That's great. But what you want to show up here is the game exe file, similar to what I have here. So if it's working properly, right, it should look like this, where you can right click properties. Mode is capture specific window. Window is the exe file that's currently playing for the game. So for the example, it's going to be Starship Troopers Extermination. This can be default, all that. All right. So let me just delete this one because I don't need it. I already have one. So I right clicked on it, remove, and just say yes. All right. So in order to add the option to record the game that you want to record, for YouTube, for example, you just go down here to sources, click on add source, and then you want to go up to game capture. Okay, you can name it whatever you want. All right, then the next thing, hopefully you can see this. You have to make sure that you have like your game running in the background. For example, I have Starship Troopers Extermination up right now, and you can adjust how big you want it, but ideally you want it to fill the whole screen because that's going to be what's being captured. So for just demonstration purposes, I'm just minimizing it so you can see OBS. So make sure you have the game running first, and then you want to click on the drop-down menu for mode, go to capture specific window, go to Windows, and then click on the exe file that's currently open for the game. So this one's going to be for Starship Troopers Extermination. Click on that. And then this stuff you can leave on by default. I like having the capture cursor on just so you can see where the mouse cursor is. We can click OK. And then from there, you should be able to see it now. So if I deselect the one I currently have here that I had set up already, you should see, here you go, the full screen version that we just added. All right, so if I click on this and move it, you'll see that have OBS in the background. So let's just do that, minimize that, or hide it, I mean. So I hid it by clicking this icon here. And I'm just going to turn on my old one just so I can have it back here. All right, just going to fix this. All right, so if you want to do something for like Discord, you can do it similarly by clicking on the plus icon. Application audio capture. You can rename it to Discord. But I'm just going to keep it by default name. Then Windows. Remember, just like before, you need to make sure you have it up and running. So for example, make sure you're actively making some noise in the voice chat channel that you want to record from. Then you go back to the Windows screen here, or this pop-up window. You do the drop-down menu, click on that channel that you want to record audio from, and click OK. Now, not 100% sure why the audio isn't tracking here, but I think that's how you do it, because I have it set up similarly for my first one, which you can see if we do properties, it's set to a specific channel, okay? So that's how you set it up for Discord. I'm just going to right click on this and remove it because I don't need it. Click OK. And that's just kind of how you get started recording things for YouTube. Sound filters. So what you need to do is we're going to look here, click that three dot icon, click on filters. Want to go down here and click on, just double check you see, yeah, okay. Click on this plus icon here, go to noise gate. Let's start with that. We'll just go with the default one, default name. Now, hopefully you can still see this. Okay, I didn't consider that earlier. So I think the open threshold needs to be modified. I go do my keyboard clacky clack. You'll see it goes up about, maybe negative 20 decibel. So let's see if I remember this. All right, so as you can see, I might not hear it anymore, but do it again. Just brushed my fingers over my keyboard, saw that no sound was registered. However, quietly, like it might not be able to register any sound because it dips below negative decibels. So what we need to do is adjust this. Let's say -20. Okay. As you can see, you can still hear a bit of a clacky clack, but if I snap my fingers over here, will I hear anything? Okay, so that last second, I was kind of snapping my fingers. You could kind of hear it, but it like kind of it tries to close the mic automatically when this loud sound um, pops up. So this is just gonna help you make sure that your mic doesn't get any like additional noise. You just want to capture your voice. So that's kind of like how it works. Close threshold, I think I left at the default value for that. So let's check the other one. Okay. So for this other one I made is actually a -40. So let's see what that looks like. Okay. Still pretty bad, right? But the next thing you want to do when you have like your noise gate on is to think the next one is just create a noise suppression. You can default name it. This one will help suppress it a little bit further. So let's see what happens if I run the keyboard again. Okay, you saw it like kick up a little bit. So that's kind of like how it works. It like cleans up the noise that's coming through your mic a little bit better. Kind of filters it out. Not like 100% like the science behind all this stuff, or like how it's supposed to like work. But I just remembered that you need to use these two together. You start with a noise gate. You set it to a value that you think will work well for you. Um, and you'll need to kind of like experiment a little bit when it comes to using filtering, sound filters, because if you set it too high or too low, you might get some feedback that may not be great for your video. I'm just going to remove these for now because I don't want to use them. I'm going to turn my old ones back on. All right, close that. All right, folks, well, that's about it for this one. Hopefully that helps you out. If you have any questions, you can always ask in comments section, and I'll try my best to help you out. I'm by no means an expert, but I just wanted to show everyone like the stuff that I've taught myself, and hopefully it can be useful. Alrighty, until next time, folks, have a good one. See you later.